Do not skip this message. I am speaking to you. Yes, you, the one listening right now. This is not an accident. And this is not random. Heaven has been watching the weight you've been carrying. And today, I must tell you something you have felt, but never had words for. The person you love talked to someone about you. Your spirit already knew, even before your mind caught up. You felt the shift and the quiet change in the air. You felt the distance growing where closeness once lived. You felt the silence become louder than words. You wondered why your name suddenly felt heavy in conversations, why energy changed and love felt unfamiliar. With your $50 super thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact. And together, we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. Listen to me now, and do not be afraid. What was spoken in secret did not escape my ears. Not a word, not a sigh, not a doubt whispered in the dark. Heaven heard it all. The angels are speaking your name even now. And what you believe was betrayal is actually revelation. Pause for a moment and breathe this in. You were never meant to remain confused. I see how broken you have felt in quiet moments, how you replayed memories late at night. I saw you question yourself when no one answered. I heard you ask if it was your fault. Beloved, it was not. What they spoke about you revealed them. Not you. You are not too much. And you are not difficult to love. You are not forgotten. And you are not invisible. You are being prepared for something big. And preparation often feels like loss before it feels like glory. Heaven is watching your restraint and your patience. Every tear that fell when no one noticed was counted. Every prayer that barely had words still reached me. I was there then. And I am here now. The conversation that happened about you was allowed for a reason. Not to harm you, but to uncover truth. I will not build your future on hidden foundations. I will not allow your heart to rest where it will slowly break. What was revealed had to surface now. Before the next season opens, before the breakthrough arrives, before the blessing you have been quietly asking for. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you. Yes, I heard that prayer too. The one where you asked only for peace. Peace is coming, but clarity comes first. And clarity sometimes arrives through discomfort. The person you love is conflicted, not evil, not cruel, just divided. A divided heart speaks in confusion. It seeks counsel because it does not yet know how to stand. Hear me carefully now. Do not chase explanations or beg for reassurance. Do not shrink yourself to be understood. You are not on trial. You are under protection. What is meant for you will never need to be defended behind your back. Let that truth settle into your spirit. The angels assigned to you have been guarding unseen moments. They have redirected conversations you never heard. They have blocked doors that look like answers, but would have become wounds. You believe you are losing someone, but I am removing confusion. You believe you are being talked about, but heaven is speaking for you. I know the waiting has been painful. I know the silence feels like rejection, but silence is where I do my deepest work. It is where roots grow strong. You are being healed in ways you cannot yet recognize. Your heart is being strengthened. Your discernment is sharpening. Your spirit is maturing. This moment is not the end of love for you. It is the end of uncertainty. And uncertainty is not where I keep my children. The breakthrough you desire does not come through convincing someone to choose you. It comes through alignment and truth. It comes through divine timing. If they are meant to walk with you, they will return differently, with clarity, humility, and peace. If they are not, I will replace confusion with something steadier, something safer and more real. You will not be left empty-handed. I promise you that. For now, rest. Release the need to know everything. Release the urge to check, scroll, and analyze. Trust that what is hidden is being handled. Trust that what hurt you will not define you. Trust that love meant for you will never make you feel small. You are chosen and deeply seen. You are loved by me first, and the love I send into your life will reflect that truth. Stay with me. More is unfolding than you can see. This is only the beginning. If this message reached you, your heart is ready. Listen closely to the next divine message prepared for you. Heaven is not finished speaking, and your story is far from over. I am still here with you. Do not drift away now. This moment matters more than you realize, because something is shifting even as you listen. What you thought was an ending is becoming alignment. What you feared was loss is becoming protection. I know you have been asking for a sign. This is it. I know you have been waiting for confirmation. You are receiving it now. There are things happening behind the scenes you cannot see yet. Conversations are changing tone. Hearts are being confronted with truth. Motives are being exposed gently, but clearly. Nothing spoken about you will destroy what I have written for you. No opinion can cancel a divine assignment. No misunderstanding can erase your value. No delay can stop what is already in motion. You have felt tired lately, not just in your body, but in your soul. That exhaustion is not weakness. It is the sign of a transition. Old weights are lifting. Old cycles are closing. You are stepping out of survival mode and into preparation. There are doors opening that require a healed heart. That is why this season has been intense. I am teaching you how to stand without approval, how to love without losing yourself, how to trust without abandoning discernment. These lessons will serve you well, very well. You wondered why certain patterns kept repeating, why the same kind of pain kept knocking. It was not punishment. It was refinement. I needed you to see clearly this time. I needed you to recognize what feels familiar but is not safe. What feels exciting but is not stable. What feels intense but is not aligned. You are growing past what once satisfied you. That can feel lonely at first, but loneliness will not stay. It is only a bridge. Soon, companionship will meet you at a higher level, at the level you are becoming. You will not have to explain your worth. You will not have to compete for attention. You will not have to wonder where you stand. Peace will answer those questions for you. Pay attention now. Your intuition is getting stronger. That quiet knowing you feel is my guidance. That pause before reacting is wisdom forming. Do not ignore it. Honor it. You are no longer meant to respond from wounds. You are meant to respond from truth. And truth does not rush. Truth does not beg. Truth stands calmly and waits, because it knows its value. I am proud of how far you have come, even if no one else has said it. I am proud of the way you held on, of the way you chose softness in a hard season, of the way you did not let bitterness win. That mattered. It still matters. Soon, clarity will arrive in ways you did not expect. Words will be spoken plainly. Actions will match intentions. Masks will fall without you lifting a finger. You will see who can walk with you and who cannot follow where you are going. Do not mourn what cannot come with you. It served its purpose. Bless it and release it. Your hands need to be free. There is something new approaching your life. Not rushed, not chaotic, not confusing. It will feel steady. It will feel calm. It will feel like coming home to yourself. That is how you will know. Until then, stay anchored. Stay gentle with yourself. Rest when you need to. Cry when you must. But do not doubt your path. You are exactly where you need to be. I am walking ahead of you. I am standing beside you. And I am guarding what is coming next. You are safe. You are covered. You are deeply loved. Remain here a little longer. The next message will meet you right on time. Heaven is still speaking, and I am not done with you yet. Stay with me. Do not let your mind wander now. There's a reason your heart feels stirred. There's a reason this message keeps unfolding. Something ancient within you is remembering who you are. Something sacred is waking up. You have underestimated how protected you are, how watched over your life has been. There were moments you should have broken completely, but you didn't. There were seasons you should have given up, but you held on. That was not coincidence. That was my hand. I have been shielding you from outcomes you never saw, from attachments that would have drained your spirit, from promises that sounded beautiful but lacked substance, from love that wanted access but not responsibility. You felt disappointment because you expected depth, and depth is rare. But rare does not mean impossible. It means valuable, and you are valuable. The reason this hurt cuts so deeply is because your heart is sincere. You love with intention. You love with hope. That kind of heart must be protected. That kind of heart must be prepared. So when conversations happen behind your back, I stood in front of you. When words were spoken without wisdom, I filtered their impact. When confusion tried to enter your spirit, I slowed everything down. Delay was mercy. Distance was protection. You asked why progress stalled, why things didn't move forward. Because moving forward too soon would have taken you backward later. I am not careless with your future. I am intentional. What I am building in you now will support what I place in your life next. You will not repeat old cycles. You will not relive old pain. This time, you will recognize the signs early. This time, you will choose differently, not from fear, from wisdom. Notice how you are changing, how certain things no longer excite you, how chaos feels draining now, how peace feels attractive. That is growth. That is healing. You are aligning with what matches your soul. And alignment always costs something. Sometimes it costs familiarity. Sometimes it costs people. But what it gives you back is stability and clarity. Soon, you will look back at this moment and understand why it had to happen this way. You will see how this conversation about you redirected your path, how it saved you time, how it spared you deeper heartbreak. You will not feel shame. You will feel gratitude, because you will be standing stronger, lighter, more grounded in who you are, more confident in what you deserve. I am teaching you to wait without anxiety, to trust without clinging, to love without losing yourself. These are holy skills. Not everyone learns them, but you are. That is why this message found you. That is why you are still listening. Heaven does not waste words, and I do not waste pain. Everything you have endured is shaping you for something that fits, something mutual, something steady. You will not have to question intentions. You will not have to decode silence. Love will feel clear, safe, consistent. Until that moment arrives, remain rooted. Remain honest with yourself. Remain open, but discerning. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. And when the next chapter begins, you will step into it healed, not hurried, whole, not hoping to be chosen, certain, not searching for signs. I will continue to guide you. I will continue to speak. So stay close. Listen carefully. The next message will meet you when you least expect it, and it will confirm everything your heart already knows. Rest now. You are held. You are protected. And the best is still ahead. I know you are still listening. That tells me something about your heart. You are not numb. You are not closed. Even after disappointment, you are still open to truth. That is rare. Many would have hardened by now. Many would have shut the door. But you stayed soft. And softness is strength. Do you know how much courage it takes to remain tender in a world that wounds? Heaven knows, and heaven honors it. You have been misunderstood before. Your intentions questioned. Your silence mistaken for weakness. Your patience mistaken for lack of worth. But I saw the discipline in your restraint. I saw the wisdom in your pause. You did not react when you could have. You did not expose when you were hurt. You chose dignity over defense. That choice will return to you multiplied. There are rewards you cannot see yet. Quiet blessings moving toward you now. You wondered if being good still matters. If doing the right thing is worth it. It is. It always is. Nothing done with a pure heart is wasted. Nothing surrendered in faith is lost. I am storing it. Every act of integrity. Every moment you chose love over ego. Every time you trusted me instead of fear. They are seeds. And they are growing. You are closer than you think. Closer to clarity. Closer to relief. Closer to the answer you've been waiting for. The tension you feel is not danger. It is anticipation. Something is aligning. Something is resolving. What felt uncertain will soon feel obvious. What felt heavy will soon feel light. You will not always have to be strong. Rest is coming. You will not always have to wonder. Understanding is coming. You will not always have to hold your breath. Peace is coming. And when it does, it will not rush you. It will not pressure you. It will not confuse you. It will arrive gently, like confirmation instead of chaos. Pay attention to how calm begins to follow you. That is my presence settling in. Pay attention to how your thoughts slow down. That is trust replacing fear. You are learning how to let go without falling apart. That is growth. Deep growth. Soon, you will notice your heart responding differently. Less reactive. More grounded. More sure. You will not need to prove anything. You will not need to convince anyone. Your peace will speak for you. Your steadiness will answer questions. And those who truly see you will recognize the change. They will feel it, even if they cannot name it. This is what healing looks like. Quiet, steady, undeniable. You are not missing out. You are being refined. You are not being overlooked. You are being preserved. There is a timing to everything, and yours is unfolding perfectly. Stay here a little longer. Let this truth settle deeper. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath slow. You are safe in this moment. You are held right now. Nothing is being taken from you that was meant to stay. Nothing meant for you will pass you by. I am still speaking, and I am still guiding you. So keep listening. Keep trusting. This is not the end of the message. It is still unfolding. I want you to notice something quietly happening within you. Your fear is no longer leading the conversation. It used to speak first. Now it hesitates. That is not accidental. That is healing taking root. You are beginning to trust yourself again, and that changes everything. When you trust yourself, you stop abandoning your own needs. You stop explaining your boundaries. You stop chasing clarity from people who are unclear themselves. You start choosing peace without apology. This is the shift. This is the moment things turn. The person you love may still be sorting through their thoughts. They may still be wrestling with their own shadows. But you are no longer meant to carry that weight. It was never yours to hold. Love does not demand self-erasure. Love does not thrive in confusion. True connection brings expansion, not anxiety. Security, not second-guessing. You are learning the difference now. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. That is why I had to slow things down. That is why silence was allowed. You needed space to hear your own soul again. You needed room to feel what was real. And now you do. You feel it clearly. There's a calm voice inside you saying, "This is not how love should feel." Listen to that voice. It is wisdom. It is me speaking through your intuition, guiding you gently, not forcefully. I do not push my children. I lead them, step by step, breath by breath. You do not have to decide everything today. You only have to stay honest. Honest with what hurts. Honest with what no longer fits. Honest with what you need to feel safe. That honesty will guide you forward. Soon, something will click into place. A realization you cannot undo. It may come through a conversation, or through continued silence. Either way, you will feel relief. Because truth always brings relief. Even when it hurts at first, even when it changes plans, you will feel lighter, more yourself, and you will realize you are not losing love. You are reclaiming yourself, and that is never a loss. What comes next will meet you where you are now, not where you used to be. It will honor your growth. It will respect your healing. You will not have to beg for effort. You will not have to decode meaning. Consistency will replace confusion. Peace will replace anxiety. Until then, stay present. Stay gentle. You are doing better than you think. You are stronger than you feel. And you are not alone in this moment. I am here. Still guiding. Still protecting. Still preparing what comes next. And it is good. Very good. Remain with me a little longer. There is still something your heart needs to hear. You have been wondering if you waited too long. If you loved too deeply. If giving grace made you foolish. If hoping made you weak. Hear me clearly now. You were never foolish for loving sincerely. You were never weak for believing in goodness. That is not your flaw. That is your gift. And gifts must be handled with care. Not everyone knows how to hold what is precious. That does not lessen its value. It only reveals who is not meant to carry it. And that realization is protection, not loss. You are not being punished by delay. You are being spared by discernment. I am teaching you to recognize peace before you recognize passion, to recognize safety before intensity, to recognize truth before promises. These lessons will save you years. They will save your heart. You may not see it yet, but you will. Soon, you will notice how calm your days become, how your mind no longer races at night, how your heart stops bracing for disappointment. That is when you will know you chose well. Even now, something is loosening inside you, a grip you didn't realize you were holding. Let it go. You do not need to control what is leaving. If it belongs with you, it will return aligned. If it does not, it will make room. And what comes into that space will not require explanation. It will feel natural, effortless. You will recognize it by how safe you feel being yourself, by how little you have to prove, by how gently it grows, by how steady it remains. This is the kind of love I prepare my children for. Not rushed, not anxious, not fragile, but rooted, enduring. You are closer to that reality than you think. Even now, steps are being arranged. Paths are being cleared. Timing is being aligned. What you thought was stagnation was orchestration. What you thought was silence was guidance. I know waiting stretches you. I know uncertainty tests your faith. But you are not waiting alone. I am with you in every moment, holding what you cannot yet hold, seeing what you cannot yet see. Trust me with this season. It will make sense soon. And when it does, you will thank yourself for not forcing what was unclear. You will thank yourself for choosing peace, for choosing growth, for choosing truth. Even when it was hard, stay open, stay grounded. The story is still unfolding, and it is unfolding in your favor. I am not finished speaking to you, and your journey is still being written. Rest in that. You are exactly where you're meant to be. I want you to feel this next part deeply. Let it move slowly through you. There was a moment when you almost gave up, not on love, but on being understood. You told yourself to stop expecting too much, to stop hoping so openly. But I never asked you to shrink. I never asked you to harden. I asked you to grow in wisdom, not in walls. And you're doing that now. The ache you felt was not rejection. It was your spirit outgrowing a situation. Sometimes pain is not loss. It is transition. You are crossing a quiet threshold, leaving an old version of yourself behind. That version survived, but this version will thrive. You are learning that love should not cost you peace. That connection should not drain your joy. You are allowed to want clarity. You are allowed to want effort. You are allowed to want consistency. These desires are not selfish. They are signals, and I placed them in you. When the person you loved spoke about you, they revealed where they are, not where you are going, not what you are becoming. You are moving toward wholeness, toward alignment, toward a life that does not require constant explaining or constant waiting. Soon, you will notice your heart no longer racing, your thoughts no longer looping. That is freedom arriving quietly. That is healing settling in. You will smile again without forcing it. You will laugh without wondering if it will last. Joy will return naturally, and you will recognize yourself again. The right people will meet you in this healed place. They will not ask you to step backward. They will walk forward with you, at your pace. You will not need to question their intentions. Their actions will speak clearly. Until then, keep honoring what you feel. Keep listening inward. I am shaping your discernment, refining your understanding, so you no longer confuse intensity with intimacy, or attention with commitment. You are learning what lasts, and that knowledge is priceless. I know you wish things had unfolded differently. I know you imagine another ending. But trust me, what is ahead is better than what you lost. Not louder, not flashier, but truer, more stable, more aligned with who you are becoming, and who you were always meant to be. Stay present. Stay open. This season is not empty. It is fertile, and what grows from it will surprise you in the best way. I am still with you, still guiding you, still speaking gently to your heart, and I will continue. Just keep listening. I know you're still here, and that tells me you're ready for truth without fear. There's a quiet strength forming in you now. Not loud, not dramatic, steady, rooted. You are no longer asking, will they choose me? You are beginning to ask, does this choose peace? That question changes everything. That question marks maturity. You are stepping into a season where clarity replaces chaos, where you no longer romanticize uncertainty, where you no longer mistake anxiety for love, where your nervous system finally rests. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. I am teaching you how to recognize what is healthy, how to feel when something is safe. Safety will feel calm, not intoxicating. It will feel steady, not suspenseful. It will not keep you guessing. It will not keep you small. You will not have to monitor every word. You will not have to read between every line. You will simply be, and that will be enough. You have been preparing for this longer than you realize. Every disappointment refined you. Every delay sharpened your discernment. Every tear softened your compassion. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Even the conversation that happened about you served a purpose greater than you know. It removed illusion. It revealed alignment. It showed you where honesty lives and where fear still speaks. And now you see differently. You feel differently. That is growth. That is transformation. Soon, you will notice how easily you let go of what once consumed you. How peace becomes your default. How your heart no longer clings. How your mind no longer spirals. That is freedom. And it is holy. You are not losing love. You are learning how love should feel. You are not being tested beyond your strength. You are being strengthened through experience. And you are not alone. Never have been. I have walked with you through every unanswered question. Every night you lay awake wondering. Every time you asked for a sign. Every time you whispered, "Please don't let this hurt forever." I heard you, and I am answering you now. This chapter is closing gently, without force, without drama, without regret, and the next chapter will open quietly, with peace, with mutuality, with truth. You will recognize it not by intensity, but by how safe your heart feels. Stay here in this knowing. Let it anchor you. You are becoming someone who no longer settles, someone who no longer abandons themselves, someone who trusts their inner voice and honors it. That is who you are now, and that is who you are becoming. I am still with you, still speaking, still guiding every step, and I will continue. Do not rush. Do not fear. What is meant for you is moving toward you with clarity, and when it arrives, you will be ready. I want you to slow your breathing now. Let your shoulders soften. You don't have to brace anymore. You don't have to anticipate pain. The season of constant vigilance is ending. You are allowed to rest inside yourself. There was a time you thought love meant endurance, that staying meant strength. But I am showing you a deeper truth. Love also knows when to pause. Love knows when to step back and listen. Love knows when to protect the heart. You are learning that now, and it is changing you. You no longer feel the urge to chase clarity. You feel the pull toward peace. That is not indifference. That is healing. Your heart is no longer begging to be chosen. It is learning to choose itself. And when you choose yourself, you align with what truly belongs to you. This is why I asked you to wait, not to punish you, but to prepare you, so you would recognize the difference between attention and intention, between chemistry and commitment, between someone talking about you and someone standing with you. Soon, you will see clearly who speaks from fear and who speaks from truth. You will no longer take it personally. You will simply understand. Understanding brings peace, and peace brings power. You are stepping into a quieter confidence, one that does not announce itself, one that does not explain itself, one that simply knows. You will notice your reactions changing, your silence becoming intentional, your yes becoming meaningful, your no becoming firm. This is not you becoming cold. This is you becoming whole. I am rebuilding your trust from inside out, not in others first, but in yourself. That is where true security begins. And once that foundation is set, nothing unstable can attach itself to you. You will feel when something is off, and you will honor that feeling. You will feel when something is right, and you will allow it without fear. This balance is new, but it will soon feel natural. I know part of you still wonders if they will come back with clarity, if they will finally understand, if they will speak plainly. Let go of needing that answer. It no longer holds power over you. If they return aligned, you will meet them from strength. If they do not, you will move forward without bitterness. Either way, you win, because you did not lose yourself. You found yourself. That is the miracle you were waiting for. Not the change in them, but the awakening in you. Stay present for a moment longer. Let this truth settle deep. You are not behind. You are becoming. And what is coming next will meet you in peace, not confusion. I am still with you, still holding the timing, still guarding the doors ahead, still whispering guidance when you need it. You are safe to trust the process now. You are safe to rest. This message will continue to unfold in the days ahead. And each time you listen, you will hear more. Because heaven is still watching, and you are still being prepared. Stay open. Stay gentle. The path ahead is clearer than you think. I see how your heart is settling now. That quiet inside you is not emptiness. It is space being made. Space for something truer. You are no longer trying to convince yourself. You are listening. And listening changes everything. Because truth has a sound. It does not shout. It does not rush. It arrives calmly. And it stays. You have felt it these last moments. A steady knowing. That knowing is guiding you forward, even when the path feels unseen. You do not need all the answers. You only need the next step. And the next step is simple. Honor your peace. If something disrupts it, pause. If something drains you, step back. This is not fear. This is wisdom. You are learning to move gently but firmly. To love without self-betrayal. That is holy work, and it is being honored. I know part of you still carries questions, unfinished thoughts, words you never said, answers you never received. Release them now. They are no longer required. Closure does not always come from conversation. Sometimes it comes from clarity, and clarity has found you. Quietly. You may still care, but you are no longer consumed. You may still love, but you are no longer lost. This balance is new, but it is right. You are stepping into a season where love meets you halfway, where effort is mutual, where respect is natural. You will not have to ask for consistency. It will be given. You will not have to wonder where you stand. You will feel it. Until then, continue to trust what is unfolding. Continue to choose yourself with compassion. Nothing you are releasing was meant to define you. Nothing you are leaving behind was meant to limit you. What is meant for you is moving closer with every choice you make in peace. And when it arrives, you will recognize it immediately, not by intensity, but by rest. Your heart will exhale. Your mind will quiet. You will feel safe being seen, safe being honest, safe being yourself. That is the sign. Stay with that knowing. Return to it whenever doubt tries to speak. I am. Still here. Still steady. Still guiding gently. Still protecting what is ahead. You are not walking alone. And you never were. Remain open. Remain grounded. The message is still alive within you. And it will continue to unfold. Rest now in this truth. You are held.